Oh, hey guys. Didn't see you there. Just taking a moment to read some poems from Emily Dickinson, one of my favorite poets, who famously said, "There is no frigate like a book to take us lands away." Now, frigate, other than being a very fun word to say, frigate, is just another word for ship. And Emily Dickinson was a poet, and so she used a lot of different words that mean other words. But essentially, what she's saying is that there is nothing like a book to take us somewhere where we haven't been before and where we couldn't otherwise go. And so today I thought I'd take some time and go over with you some of the studied, researched, proven benefits of reading. I myself don't do nearly as much reading as I would like to do because things get busy and I want to do other things or get distracted by other things, but I know it's good for me. If you think about the last book that you read just for fun, when was that? Was that recently? Some of us are very avid, voracious readers, but some of us might be intimidated by it and some of us might not want to or see the point now that we have movies. Books are like TV for your brain. Just ask Sam from iCarly.
Sam, you can come back downstairs now. The Dorfman's left, so. You're actually reading your book?
Sure am.
I'm impressed.
So I started reading the book myself, and it is fantastic. These things are great. It's like TV in your head.
So today I thought I would go over some of the tried and true, researched backed reasons that you should read. Number 1, you and your brain will live longer. Study after study shows that people that read have up to 20% longer lifespans. And if you read, you have a much less likelihood of developing a debilitating brain disease like Alzheimer's or dementia in your old age. So reading can actually help you live. Number 2, you will have more empathy. I think we've talked a little bit about empathy before in advisory, but it's just the ability to understand another person's feelings. A book helps you get into a character, understand how someone else lives. You get all sorts of important perspectives on the world, on how to be a human, on what it feels like to go through difficult things, all from the comfort of a book. And when you're done reading that book, you are automatically going to more easily connect to others because you've understood through someone else's eyes how the world works. And as you read more books and absorb the stories of more characters, you start to look around and have more understanding for the stories of the real life human beings around you. So books can actually make you a better person. Number 3, you will have less stress. Reading every day or reading consistently has been proven to relieve stress and to give your brain the time it needs to decompress after a long day or whenever things are busy or stressful. Reading can almost be a meditation where you cut out all of the things that are stressing you out and all other distractions and just focus on the book in your hand. Number 4, you will think more critically and communicate more clearly. The more you read, the more words you know, the more you can use those words to think about the situations around you and communicate clearly. Books can introduce you to words or phrases that you never would have thought to use before, and using those words and phrases can help you communicate your emotions clearly to those around you, and it can help you understand what other people are trying to say to you when they use big words. Number 5, you will sleep better. You know, I always like to talk about how important sleep is, and it is proven that by being on your phone right before you go to bed, which I am guilty of doing, you will actually sleep worse. If you look at screens close to the time that you go to bed, it messes with your brain's REM cycle, and you won't be able to get as deep of sleep. Reading, on the other hand, actually has the opposite effect in that it calms you down and prepares your brain and body for rest. Try to not look at your phone or any other screen for about 30 minutes before you go to bed and instead read and see if that doesn't improve your sleep. So those are my 5 tips, those research-backed reasons why you should definitely read. And what's that? Okay, folks, I'm getting word from the producers that actually there are 2 more, that's right, 2 more reasons to read. So let's go to those now. Number 6, you could get free Whataburger stuff. I don't think that. Number 7, you could go to a professional basketball game for free. Okay, now y'all are just making stuff up. Okay, I'm getting word that actually that is potentially true. What they're talking about is the Mavs Reading Challenge that is presented by Whataburger, just like you like it. You can read over the program overview, but basically from January 8th through March 8th, the Mavs are putting on a reading challenge for students of all ages, which includes you. And the challenge is for students to read at least 20 minutes a day for 40 days. Now we're joining a little bit late, and so it'll be the next few days, but there still may be time to catch up. If you would like to participate or want to try to participate, you can register through the Dallas Public Libraries. And here you create an account and get into it that way so you can start logging your minutes if you would like. The link to this is at the very top of Longhorn Country. And if you're looking for good books to read and you don't know where to start, boy, do I have some resources for you. The first place to look is our library here on campus, and you can find out more information about what's at that library by going to the library. A teacher can send you at any time. And also you can find out some things by going to the library tab under Longhorn Country. Now this part of the website, some of it is out of date, but I will be updating it very soon, and it's got a ton of good resources, especially ebooks. If you want free audiobooks or free ebooks, we can get those through this app called Sora. And you can go through this and find it there. Also, if you have Spotify Premium, there are all sorts of audiobooks that you can listen to with those subscriptions. Of course, you can buy books if you want. I love the new book smell when you crack it open, but that can get very costly. And there are a lot of free resources out there for you to read if you so desire. Information is free. And that will be what we do for the rest of advisory today. I want you to go to Longhorn Country, and if you want to sign up for the challenge, that is where you can do that. But even if you don't want to sign up for the challenge, I want you to use the rest of this time as reading time. If you already have a book, read that book. If you don't have a book, use some of those resources from the library tab or a book in your teacher's classroom and find the next book that you want to read. And if you want to read something instead of looking for a book, but you don't have a book, then you can find a news article or something like that to read during this time. Just make sure it's not a text message from a friend or some sort of social media post. Try to read something that will stretch your brain during this time. No matter why you read, just make sure that you read. It is one of the most powerful ways that you can grow as a person. To close out, I'm going to leave you with this encouraging message from a 4-year-old who, as you're going to be able to tell, is a very voracious reader and has the vocabulary to prove it. Be good to yourself and others, and I will see you real soon.
Thank you for having me. I am here to speak to you about the importance and benefits of reading. I personally read every day and absolutely love the adventure of reading. I will stand before you and speak with confidence and not be afraid. Reading every day has made me smarter. Reading has also strengthened my vocabulary and language skills, allowing me to pronounce new and big words without even thinking about it. Reading has incredibly enriched my long-term memory, enhancing ideas, thoughts, and problem-solving skills. Although books are excellent tools for reading, it's one of the best tools for knowledge. Kids should be encouraged to cultivate their imagination and find other materials you can read, such as newspapers, magazines, restaurant menus, or maybe billboards running down the highway. After all, reading different materials could spark their kids' curiosity